Hello guys, welcome to today's episode of our training. In today's session, we are going to have a look at how to design a school website with a school management system embedded in it. I already have a website that I want us to mimic or just to design something similar. This is NMTC Secondi Training College website. I want us to design something like this. This is the landing page, this is the home page with this header and this slider image banner with these items here and this one and then this with all these items on the home page, stuff, this, and then we have the footer. So I want us to design something similar to this one, something like this. So we'll be using this one as case study and then also build our own school website. So I believe every school every school that has a website like this probably is good to go. So that is why I want to use this one as a template so that we can come up with something like this to enable you also do similar website in case you have a project for any school. So without wasting much time, we all know very well that for one to have a website, you need to have hosting and then domain. I explained earlier in my previous videos what hosting and what domains are. So you need to have your hosting, that is where your items will be stored, your digital store, and then your domain, that is the name of your website or your business or the name at which people can visit your website with. So, and I also explain where you can get these hosting and domain packages to buy, and one I use most is Namecheap. So you just have to enter Namecheap into your browser, namecheap.com, and then it will come out with something like this. Then you look for your hosting packages. So you can just hover to their hosting tab, just click on this, and then it will take you to the hosting packages that they offer. Scroll down and then go ahead and choose your shared hosting. Choose your shared hosting, and then it will display these packages for you. These packages are in dollars. So this is the first one, Stellar package, that goes for $1.99 per month. So approximately you're paying $1.99 per month. So for yearly, you multiply it by 12. We have 12 months in a year, so that is how it's going to be paid. And then it comes with domain name, 3 websites, 20 GB SSD, 30 mailboxes, website builder, and an AI tool. So the domain name here, you have domain name free. If you happen to buy this package, they'll give you one domain name for free. They'll just dash you one domain name, and you can still build 3 more websites on this package, and you have a space of 20 GB storage. And the next one is Stellar Plus. Stellar Plus is what I use. When you buy that one, it comes with free domain name, and you can create unlimited website, and then you have unlimited data space storage, and then unlimited mailboxes, auto backup, website builder, and an AI tool. And that one comes with the cost of $2.98 per month. So approximately you'll be paying $3 times 12, and then you are good to go. And then the next one is Stellar Business. This one, that also comes with free domain, unlimited space, 50 GB, unlimited mailbox, auto backup, and cloud storage, website builder, and then AI tool. So you just go ahead and choose the one that you want, the one that you think can serve your purpose. So you just choose. So let me see, I'll just choose this one just for demonstration sake. I've already done videos of this. You can go back to my previous videos and then have a look at it. So you can just choose the package that you want, and then in case you already bought your domain name, you can just come here, existing domain name, and then you enter it. But since everything is new, you just go with the new domain name, then you just search for the domain name you want to use. Remember, I told you the domain name is going to be the name of your website where people visit. the name that will point to your hosting that people can visit and see your online visibility. So you just search for the domain name. So probably let me just say something like this. So zenseducation.com is available. So let's say we wanted this, we'll just choose it and then we'll scroll down and then just select connect to hosting, and then to connect this to our hosting, and then you can choose how long you want to buy it for. Connect it to our hosting, and all we have to do is just add to cart, and then it will load, and then it will take us to this page, and then you just have to do the necessary confirmation. The domain, how long do you want to buy? Is it for 1 year or 2 years? Or for now, just buy for 1 year, and then the hosting too will buy down to for 1 year, and this is the total amount you are going to pay, $41.04. So if you have any coupon, you apply, and then just click on confirm. Confirm your purchase, and then it will take you to this page as well. This page, it will take you to this page where you are supposed to enter your payment details. So I've already kept my payment details, so that is how come you are seeing all these things. So then you have to agree. So right now, if I just click on pay now, the money will be subtracted from my Visa card, so I'm not buying anything, so I'll just leave it. This is just a demonstration, just for you to know what it takes to buy hosting and domain and all that, so you just don't have to like be fumbling again. Or you can still go back to the previous videos I did and watch it. I have a video on how to buy hosting and domain. I took my time and explained everything step by step, so you can just, that is just how you buy your domain. So after buying your domain and hosting, and then you sort of have this interface. You have this interface when you come back to your Namecheap dashboard. So you have this interface, and then this is where you get to know your domain list, the list of domains you bought or you have from them, and this is where you get to see the list of hosting packages that you bought from them. This is where you get to see your private mail, SSL certificates, apps and other offers, and so many things over here. So let's just dig in. So from after buying your hosting and domain, you need to connect it together. You connect it using your cPanel. So I already did a demonstration on all that on my previous video, so you can just go and watch it, and then you can understand it better. And so you connect your hosting to your domain using the cPanel. So the cPanel usually looks like this. This is how the cPanel looks like, with all these features. The files contains all the tools you can use to manage your files, and this is the Softaclos app installer side, where these are the CMS, content management software, that you can use to develop your website with. This is where you use to configure your email, customize email and all that, and so many, like, and so on. In database is where you get access to the database you created on your website, and these are the lists where you can get access to list of domains, redirect, subdomains and all that. And this is where you use to configure the security of your website. This is where you get to see your metrics, that is your visitors and how your website is performing, especially on search engines and all that. So that is just by the way. So for us to begin our web design, we need to install what we call WordPress, and we can get that from the Softaclos app installer. So this is WordPress. So you just have to click on WordPress, and then it will open to this page. It will take you to this page. So now I already have a WordPress installed, so this is how come it is appearing this way. Else it will just come with this, and then that's how come you are seeing all these things. All these are websites that I'm running. So on the WordPress, on this WordPress app interface, all you just have to do is click on install, and then you now choose the domain to which you bought, or the domain you want to install the WordPress on. So in this case, I will just install it here, this, and then enter the name of your website. Let me just do it this way. then you enter your description and all that. Then you enter to the right hand side here. This is where you use to configure the administrative account, the account that you are going to use to log into the website. So I'll just configure it this way, and then I'll enter the email to receive my configuration details from. So I'm using our email, that is D25, and then I'll just uncheck all these ones, but if you want, you can leave it, but I don't want it. So these are additional features that will come with the website, so I don't want it. If you want, you can leave it on. Then you just configure the administrative email to where you want to receive the installation details from. So I'll just enter our email here, then I'll click on install, and then it will install the WordPress app. Remember, I told you the WordPress app is what we are going to use to build the website. The WordPress app is what we are going to use to build the website. That is how come we are not coding. We are just going to use this drag and drop and build our website. So the WordPress has that feature. So let's wait for the installation to finish. Okay, so now the installation is finished. Now that the installation is finished, so this message will be sent to your email with the details of the login. So for you to log in, we all know very well that for one to log into your WordPress website is the name of your website, then /wp-admin. So that is how you log into your WordPress website. So without wasting much time, so I've successfully installed my website, my WordPress, and this is my WordPress dashboard. So basically, this is a fresh website we are about to build, and this is what will display to us on our dashboard. We have the WordPress welcome message and all these additional messages about the website, about WordPress, things you can use WordPress to do and all that. So if you want it, you can leave it. If you don't want it, you can just close it. If you don't want any of this, these are just like news, like alerts and all that, notifications. So if you don't want it, you just have to move your mouse, your cursor to the top right hand side of this screen option. You click on it, and then you just uncheck all these ones. You can uncheck all that, and then you can click on it to go back. And then this is how your dashboard will look like, fresh and clean. So we have to do basic setting. You have to do basic configuration of our website. So first of all, we need to come to settings, and then we'll go to general. From this general, you get to set up the website, that is the name, and then the tagline is more like your motto. So digital training starts here. You can configure the site icon. Site icon is what will appear on the tab, the picture that will appear on the tab, like this name chip. Have you seen this N kind of picture? That is the site icon. This one too, we've seen this picture, that is the site icon. But this is our website. You can see it's a globe, there's no any picture there. So you can configure that here. You just have to click and then choose the picture that you want. So for now, I haven't made any picture yet. I haven't come up with picture yet, so I will just leave that one for now. And then yes, so and then you just have to configure the dates and other things. When you are done, you just have to click on save, and then you are good to go. And then you are good to go. And the next thing is you want to come to this reading. Okay, so then you are good to go. The next thing is you want to come to this permalinks. Permalinks usually how your posts are being structured, or how search engines will discover your posts. So you can see here it says plain. For now it's plain. So the plain to just generate some numbers, some random numbers attached to as name for the post that you are going to make. So we don't want it that way. We want the search engines to be able to read and understand the post. So we are going to choose post name. So when you choose this plain, it will randomly generate some numbers attached to the post. So we just want it to always start with the name of the post. So we'll just click on this, and then we'll save, and then we are good to go. So now the next thing is to look at how we can change the appearance of our website. So currently let's see how our website looks like. Currently this is how our website looks like. Currently this is how our website looks like. So we don't want it this way, we want it to look like this. We want it to look like this. We want it this way. So let's see how we can make it look like that. So we all know that for one to change the appearance of your website, you need to first of all install a theme. Theme is what is responsible for the appearance of your website. So we just have to come to appearance and then we choose theme. Over to appearance, you see theme, then you choose theme. So currently this is the theme the website is using. So that's how come it's looking this way. So we don't want it. So we want to make it look like this. We want to make it look like this. So we just look for a theme. Probably let me just search for this theme called Bossa. This theme called Bossa. This. So Bossa has so many themes that you can use for your various niches. So let me just say I want to use this one. So let me just use this Bossa University theme. This one. This. So when I install it, this is how it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like. So I'll just go ahead and install it. The name of the theme is Bossa University. So remember, whenever you install a theme or plugin, you need to activate it first before it will work. So I'll go ahead and activate it. And then let's refresh our page and then see how it looks like. So currently this is how our website looks like. This is it. Still it's not looking like this. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. This is it. And then so now that we've installed this, it's saying that we should install other plugins. So we should install other plugins. So I'll do that one later on. So the next thing for us to do is to install the plugins we are going to use in this project. So to install the plugins I said are some elements that enables the website to perform specific features. So just more like application software. So let me just go to plugins and install the plugins we want to use. So I will just hover here to plugins and I'll just click on plugins. I'll click on plugins. So currently these are the plugins that we have. So I'll just remove all this. I'll just delete it. And then I will now add the plugins I want to use for this project. So I'll click on add new plugin, and then I'll start with the first thing is Elementor. Elementor is a page builder plugin that will enable us design the website using that drag and drop feature. So this is it, Elementor plugin. So you click on Elementor, you install it. So when it's done, you install this one too, Elements Kit Elementor add-ons. Then you click on it, install it, and then we'll install contact form 7, this, so that people can send us messages and complete forms, and we can see it. And then the next thing is this Sinner plugin. Just search for Sinner. This is it. So install it. Sinner plugin is also a page builder that has other additional more features that we'll be using to develop the website. Okay, so for now, I think for now that's all. Okay, so now let's add the school management system. It's called WP School Press. WP School Press. This is it. WP School Press. WP School Press. So install that one too. So we install it, and then after installing all that, remember I told you that whatever you install, when you install plugin or themes, you need to activate it first, else it will not work. So for all those plugins we have installed, you need to activate it. So for us to see that, for us to activate all, we need to go to the list of all the plugins we have. So we come to install plugins, and then it will give us the list of all the plugins we have installed. Then we can just select all. You can just select all and choose on bulk action and then activate. Then click on apply. Instead of activating it one by one, we'll just activate all at once. So now it's done. It's done. So Elementor is not yet active, so we need to activate that one too. So I'll activate it, and then so I'll activate the Sina extension for Elementor. Okay, so we are good to go. We are good to go. So now we need to start building our website. So for us to do that, we need to go to pages. We go to pages. We'll give you all the list of pages that you have on the website. List of all the pages you have. So currently these are the pages that we have. The dashboard is for the school price management system, privacy policy, and this is sample page. So we can either leave it or we can just continue. So now I want us to create a new page that we can use as our home page. So click on add new page, and then it will take us to this interface. Then we'll just name it as home, and then we'll come to the file template. Make sure you choose Elementor full width. Then you publish, and then you click on publish, and then the page has been created successfully. And you can view this page. So you see, you can view this page. So this is the page we just created. This in the dashboard and all that. So this is the page we just created. But that's not our home page, though we created it as home, but that's not our home page. Currently this is our home page. This is how our home page looks like. So now how do we make this new page that we just created our home page? And even you can see on the URL you have the name of the website /home. It shouldn't be like that. It should just be the name of the website, and then that will be the home page. So to change this new page that we just created to our home page, we need to go back to our WordPress dashboard. And then we'll go to settings, and we'll go to reading. Select reading. Then you now come to choose static instead of your latest post. You say your home page displays your latest post. We want it to be a static page, so you now choose which page do you want. So we'll just choose the home, and then we'll scroll down to save. And now we come back to the new page we created. Then we'll refresh it, and you can see now we don't have the /home again, and this is our home page. So when you come to the home page, refresh it, it will display the new page we just created. Have you seen? So this is how it works. This is how it looks like. So now we just have to go back to our WordPress dashboard. And then go to our pages and go and continue with our work. So let's see how we can make this website using let's see how we can make our website look like this. So come to pages, and then you can see here on the home page says front page. So that means that's the front page, that's the landing page. When people enter the name of your website, this is the page that will be displayed to them. So let's just edit the home page to make it look like this one. Yes, make it look like this. So let's click on the home, and then it will take us to this page. Then we'll click on edit with Elementor. Click on it this way, and then so this is a fresh Elementor page. This is how it looks like, giving all this notification we don't want, so I'll just close it. And this is our website homepage. So let's try to start building. So before I continue, I want to explain how the Elementor page builder works. The Elementor page builder has these things we call elements. These things we are seeing on the left hand side here, these are what we call elements. These are the elements we are going to drag and drop to create our website. Say I want to create my first section of the page, so I'll just click on this and then I'll choose this, and then probably I just want to add image. I'll just click on this. I'll click on this plus sign and it will display all the available elements for me. So let's say I want to put image here, so I'll just drag this image element and I'll put it here, and then I'll just choose image that I want. I'll choose image that I want. So in that case, I'll just upload all the images that I'm going to use for this project. So let me just choose all the images I'm going to use for this project. So this, yes, okay. While these images are loading, I'll also show you where you can get free images with free copyright to do your project. So you just go to freepik.com, freepik.com, this website. Then you can search for any type of image that you want. So let's say we wanted nurses, let's say something like this, nurses smiling. So it will give you a random pictures, to generate random pictures of nurses for you. You see something like this. So these are some of the images that you can get, and then they are not copyrighted, they are free of charge. You can use any of this. So it's called freepik.com. This is a freepik.com, freepik. And there's another website called Pixel, this pixels.com. You can also get images here for free of charge without copyright. You just have to search the kind of image that you want with just small description, something like this, and then you search, and then it will give you some of these images that you can download and use for free. So you can always use these pictures. This website, there are so many websites that you can use, but these are just the basic ones. You can use Freepik or Pixel, or we have Unscramble, or you can even use Google Labs. Google Labs is an AI platform developed by Google. You just have to give it the description, and then it will imagine and generate that image for you. So let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, so the images are still loading, but these images are not many. So I will just remove this feature. So let me just remove this feature. So in case you want to, just right click and delete. So let's say I want to put a header on the first section. I'll just click on this header element and I'll put it here, and I'll just start typing, probably something like this. And then for each element, any element that you select and then you are going to use, you see that it will expand and give you this 3 section. the content, style, and then advanced. The content is what you are going to use, or what the content you are going to feed into that particular element, and then the style is how you are going to style that particular element, and advanced, this style, how you are going to start talking about the font, the color, the hover, and all that. And then the advanced will give you more features like the margin, the padding. The margin is usually the space outside the element, and then the padding is the space inside the element. So you can use this to design any elements to look like anyhow you want it to be like. Then you have some of these other features under the advanced, as the width, how you want the size, and all that. You can just use all these things to configure or just design your elements. So let's say with this, I just want to change this color to, let's say, black. So I just have to come to style, come to typography, and then I'll click on this pencil, and then I can change the font size, the font type. So let's say I want to make it this way. I want to use this. You see, now you can change the width, like how bold you want it to be. You can just use this however you want it to be. Then you can transform it to uppercase, or just play around all these things. And then let's say I want to change the color. I'll just click on this, and then I can just move it to any color that I want, any color. So let's say this, any color like this. So probably let me just do it this way. So probably this way. And then I can also decide that when the mouse is hover over it, it should change the color. So I'll just click on this hover, and then I'll choose the color that I want. So probably when the mouse is over, it should change to white. And so you see, when the mouse is over, it will change to white. So let's say I want to change the background of this element. So I'll just have to click on this container, that element, this container. I'll just click on it, and then I'll just come to style, look for the background. This is the background. So let's say I want to, this classic will give you the chance to either change it to color or put image, and this gradient will give you the chance to make it two color, to add two color to that particular container. And then you can put video, or you can even put a slideshow. You can put a slideshow or even a video or anything that you want. So let's say I just want to change the color, or let's say I just want to put an image there. So I'll just click on this, and I'll just choose one of the images that I uploaded this way. So have you seen? So this is one of the images that I use, but you can see it's very small. This is not expanding because of the size of the container. So for us to open this, I will just click on the container, and I'll come to advanced, and then we can now increase the size of the container. So let me say 100. Okay, 100 is too small, maybe 150 or even 200. So you see, this is it. So you can just do this, and then let's say I want to add some overlay, some dark background on top of the picture. So I'll just come to style, and I'll come to background overlay, and then I'll choose the color. So probably if I just want to make it unique color, I'll just choose the color. If I want to add another picture, I'll put a color, but that picture there. But I just want to make it such a way that I want to put a color that will fade across the interface of the picture. So I'll choose this gradient color. Remember I said with that one you can choose two colors. So the first color I'm going to use is black, maybe black color. And then the second one I'm going to choose, I will just make it transparent this way, and then I can use this angle thing to show the angle at which the line the color should fade. So let's say 90, so something like this. Then I can increase the opacity, so something like that. Have you seen? Are you seeing the difference? So you can see it start from left moving to the right. So that is how you can use the background gradient overlay to edit or modify your banner or your website. So let's say I want to change this color too. I just click on this, and then the features will come, and I'll just choose it. I can change the color to, let's say, white, or anyhow I want. I can just change it anyhow I want. So that is just something small about about Elementor, how to use Elementor. So now let's get to business. Let's start building our website. So I always say the Elementor gives you the chance to create each section and modify it. So we want to start with the first section, which is this one. I want to start with the first, which is this what do you call it, this slider. So for us to do that, we just have to create container. To create our container, you can just click on this plus icon, or you can just click on this folder if you already have a template, or you can use this Elementor kits to add templates from Elementor kits. But I just want to start everything from scratch. Probably that will make you understand it better. So I'll click on the plus sign, and then I'll choose the container, how I want it to be. I'll choose the container. So for now, I'll just choose this one, just any of this one. You can choose any of this, just one container. You just want one container. So I'll just choose this, and then I'll now look for the element I want to add into this container. So I will just click on this plus sign, and I'll search for slider. So I'll use this center banner slider. So I'll just drag and drop it here, and then you can see how it's going to look like. So this is how it's going to look like, this way. So how do you modify or edit this to put our images here? So this is the container. Like I said, you just click on anything you want to edit, just click on it, and you can just start editing. You can write and all that. So this is the first container for the slider. You can see we have two slider here. So I'll just delete this one, and I'll use this one to modify it. After that, I'll just duplicate it instead of doing the same, repeating the same work. So I'll just click on this, and I'll choose the first picture. So I'll just come here, I'll choose this one, then I'll select, and then I'll scroll down, and then edit the titles and all that. So I don't want anything here, so I'll just remove all these things. I'll just remove all those things. Description, I don't want description, I'll remove it. And then, is there any link to the image? No, I don't want any link. And then now these buttons, I think I'll leave it there. So I'll leave it, but I'll modify it. So for this button, I'll make it come to the left hand side this way. I'll work on it later on, because you can see it's covering this lady's face. So I'll just, okay, so for this one, that is it. So come to style for the content. So come to style, and then come on change. We don't have title, we don't have all the subtitle. All we have is the primary and then secondary, the primary banner. So for the primary banner, let's see how we can do it. So maybe should we leave it this way? Okay, we'll change the color to green. So we'll change the background color to green, something like this. Something like this. And then when somebody moves their mouse to it, you should change the color. No, green is not nice. I'll just change it to this way. And when someone moves the cursor, it should change to white. So for us to do that, I'll just click on this hover, and then text color should be black since the background will be white. And then the background should rather be what? The background should rather be white. So I'll just click on this, and then I'll make it white. So you can see this is how it's going to be. So it's the same thing. So, and then probably I'll change the type of font we have here. So maybe I'll just use Roboto, this, and then I'll increase the size to 20 this way, and then I'll deepen it small this way, and then we are good to go. So that's the primary banner. So this is the second banner, and then I'll just change the font family to Roboto. And then I'll increase the size to 20, and then I'll make this one a bit this way, and then yes, we are good to go. And then I'll change the hover color too. So you see, when I modify this one, I could have just saved the color so that I can always get it easily. So in view of that, for this one, I'm going to save the colors so that I can always get it easily in case I want to use it again, because I want to apply the same feature to this same button, to this button. So the text color, when you hover, the text color should be white. So the text color should be white. So if I wanted to save this white, I'll just click on this, and then I'll save it. Hover color. Let me just say hover color. So I'll create. So when I create, next I want to modify something, I'll just have to click on this, and I'll see the color that I've created, hover color here. Instead of clicking on this, dragging and dragging it to the color that you want. So then the background should be like this, something like this. That's when you hover. You see, when you hover it, something like this. So I will save this one to hover color. Okay. This way, something like this. So when you hover in this way, so this is it, and then good. So the next thing is this navigation dots. We don't have navigation dots yet because we are using only one slider, so I'll just increase it. I'll make it 2 now. So let me just change this to something like this one. It will still carry the same feature, so I'll duplicate this one too, and then change that one to this one. So now we can have the dots and all that. You can slide, and then you can see all those things. You can see it's changing. So now let's go and then modify this dots and this thing here. So for you to modify that, you come to this nav and dots, you click on it, and then it will expand. So you can see currently this is the color, it's this way. So I want to change it to this color, so I'll just click on this hover color. Have you seen? So okay, that's the dots. So right now this is blue color. That's the navigation. Navigation is blue color. So I want to change it to the navigation arrow. The color is white and the background is what? Blue. So I want to change the background to this color, to this one. So I'll just click on this. Since I already have it, I'll just come here and I'll choose. So have you seen? And then you can see that it's more like box. I want it to be in a form of circle. I want it to be round. So for me to do that, I will have to come to border. I'll look for border. I'll look for border radius, this one, next border radius, and then I'll just make it this way, 50. Have you seen? And then the previous one too, I'll make it 50, and then it will now be circle. Okay, so this is it. We'll leave it this way, and then the next thing is to try to bring these buttons down. So that's the primary and the secondary button. On the primary button, and then we'll come to scroll down to margins. Remember I told you the margin is the space outside the container, that particular element. So I'll increase the margin outside to only the top margin. I'll increase the top margin to, let's say, 150. So it's still up. Maybe let me make it 180. Okay, so this way. So that is it, and then we are good to go. So let's publish this and then try to view it. Let's try to view how it will look like. Okay, so you can see that we still have some spaces at the other end of the slider. So how do we do that? So to do that, we just have to select that container, and then we'll come to content width, and then we'll choose full width, and then we'll save it and then try to view it again. So you can see now it has covered the full width of the page. It has covered the full width of the page. So now let's okay, so you just have to off this overlay. We turn off the overlay, and then we'll just publish it and then refresh the page. Okay, now you can see clearly that it's now being displayed properly. Okay, so the next item is what? Okay, let me just change this one to apply now instead of the, let me change it to apply now instead of learn more. And then I'll change this one to explore courses. This way. So I'll just, let me add an icon to this, to the button. So let me just come here, and then this way. So let me do for the primary one too. I'll just add an icon. Probably this way. Then we can publish it. You can publish it, and then the next thing is on this website. The next thing is to add these buttons. Have you seen 1, 2, 3 and these ones? Okay, let's just add this one first. 1, 2, 3. So we can either combine all this, or we can add this one then come and add this one. So I want us to put this one next. So we'll come back to the home page. So you can see it was three buttons. So we'll just come here, go to the elements, and then click on this plus icon. Then we'll choose what do we want. We want 3 container, and then probably I'll just delete one. So the first button is apply online. So you just come here, come to the elements, all elements, then search for button, and you just click on this and put it here. Then it says what? Apply online. So you just come and then edit this. Apply online. Apply online. Apply online. I think that's it. Okay. So let's say you want, when people click on this, you should take them to a particular page, so you put that link here. Have you seen the link? So you put the link here. But right now we are still building our page, so we don't have any page yet. Then in case you want to add an icon, you can just click on this icon library. You can add the icon there. So we are, let me see, when you move here, so let me add the hover effects. So come to style, hover, and then the background. When someone clicks on it, it should give us when someone clicks on it. So probably should deepen it this way. We should deepen it this way. So we are good to go. So then the next one is we add another button. So I'll just duplicate this one. I'll just duplicate it 3 times. So I'll just delete all these ones that are here that we don't want. I'll just delete it. So these are the next one is what? Student portal. So you come here, click on it, and then change it to students portal. And then you change the color. I think it's blue, right? When they hover, and then the next one is tutors portal. So tutors portal. Tutors portal. And what's that one to color? Some color. So I'll just change that one to just any color. Come to style, and then you style it to any color that you want. Probably this. Okay. So now when you hover, let's change the hover color. Okay, so that is it. So now let's try to make it center this way. Just click on this so that it will be in the center. And then you align it to the center, and then I think that's what we have here. Right, it's like these ones. So we are good to go. So we publish it, and then we refresh our page. So this is it. We have it here. Okay, we have it here. Okay, so let me just create some small space between this and this one. So I'll just come here, go to advanced, maybe some 20 this way. This way. So, and then we are good to go. So the next thing is what? Mission and vision. So just create 2 containers and put the mission and vision there. So just come here, this, and then we just look for 2 boxes. This one, mission and vision. So just put, first of all, you put a header, then that's, name it to mission, then you center it, make it be in the middle this way, and then let's see the color they use for this one. The color, okay, Actually, I don't know. So let me show you how you can get colors from websites that you want to use. So let's say I want to use this color. So I'll just, you have to go to the Google Chrome store. Just search for Chrome store. You go to Google Chrome store, this web store. Then you can download some extensions. So one an extension that you can use to know the color of any text on a particular website is called the color picker. It's called eyedrop. This, you can just pick it and then click on it and it will show you the color. So let's say I want to know the color of this text. So I'll just come here, I'll just select color picker, and then it will open up this way. So you just choose either the eyedropper or site colors or just anything. So okay, so I choose site color, so it will generate all the colors on the site for me. So I think this one is this. So this is the color, so you can just copy it and then you come to where you are doing your editing. So you come to text color. I will just come here and I'll paste it here. Okay, so if you want, you can just save it. Click on this, say text color, so that you don't have to go around looking for it again. So text color. Text color. So now we need to add these things. So come back to the elements and then we'll look for text editor. Just drag it and put it here. So we'll now copy this, what we have here, to pursue something. So you just come here and then you paste it there. Then make sure you center it as well. Center it, and then you can change the font. So let me show you, now that you know how to choose color of a particular website, now let's see how you can choose fonts of the website. You still go back to the Chrome Web Store and look for this extension. Font Finder. So you can always use it to find fonts from each website. So you just choose it and then click on the font, and then it will display the font properties for you. So the font is Roboto and then sans serif. So two fonts that are kept together here, and the font size is 16. So I'll just go back, Roboto, yes, Roboto, and then the size is 16. So that's it. So now I'll go to machine. So come to elements and then drag and drop. Okay. Change it to vision. Remember, choose the same font color. So this is the text color, and then Roboto. Okay, then you center it, and then after that you now copy your vision statements, and then you bring it here. Then you add text color, text editor. You add text editor. And add it there, and then you center that one too. We center it, and we are good to go. Now we are good to go. So the next thing is to put this about us information. So it's in the form of picture, but we are not going to use picture. So let me show you how we are going to do it. So let's add that container. So I'll click on this, and then let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are about 4. So you can use 4 containers you can use 4 containers. But first, let's add this heading. What do you know about us? So I'll just click on this and I'll just use this one. Just go to all elements, and then I will just add a header, and then now type about us. Now center it, or maybe I should just write what do you know about us? About us, this way. I will center it, and I will change the color to the primary color, this. And then I want to put something like underline in this thing, but I don't want the line to cut across the whole text. So let's say I don't mean that I want to underline it. I'll just come here, decoration, and I'll just choose underline, and you see that it has been underlined. But I don't want it that way. I don't want the line to cut across everything. So so I'll go back to elements, and I'll add what we call divider. I'll add what we call divider here. So you can see it has cut across all this. So I want to reduce the size this way, and I'll center it to the middle, and I'll reduce the size this way, maybe this way, and then I'll increase the width to maybe 2 this way, and then I'll want it to move up and then get closer to this text. So for me to do that, I have to decrease the space outside. So I'll decrease the space outside, especially the top space. So I'll just put minus 50 is too much, maybe minus 30. So have you seen? So now we can go ahead and now put this information. So we have 1 2 3 4, so we need about 4 containers. So I'll just come to elements, come to this, and I'll choose 4 containers. So I'll just choose this one, and then I'll just add what we call counters. I'll go to elements and search for counter this. So we have so many counters. So I want to choose this one, and I'll bring it here. Have you seen? So the first one is what? Year funded, 1954. So I will just come here, 1954. I will just add 1954, and then I will remove this separator this way, 1954, and this school number I will change it to year funded. Year founded this way, and then I'll move to the next one, but let me change the color of the text. Let me change the color of the number, so the color should be the primary color. And then yes, so we are cool to go. And then let me add another one. So I'll just add another one here. So let me add another one. So I'll just copy this one that we have done. I'll just copy it and I'll paste it here. Then the next thing is what? People. So the number of people that have been trained. So I'll change this to people. You can see maybe we should have brought the image. There is always an image here, so we should have brought an image here first. So I'll undo this one, I'll delete it, and then I'll first of all bring image here, or maybe just icon. Image will be some way, so let me just add an icon first. Let me just add an icon first. So let me look for school. I'll add an icon here. So let me add an icon here. Let me delete this. So let me add an icon in the first place here. So I'll just search for icon this way, and then I'll search for school this way, and then I'll insert it, and then I'll change the color to the default color, this one. Okay, but it's like there's space between this and that, so you can use this to size the icon this way, the way you want, and you can rotate it as well the way you want. And then if you want something to happen when the cursor is moved towards it, you come to the hover and then you change all that. So I'll just copy this container, and we'll just copy this container, and delete this one. I will just duplicate it, and then I'll change the icon. Next one is what? People. So search for people. Okay, so this, I'll just use this one, graduate. So, and then the number is 700. So you change this to 700, and we change it to people. So let's say 700, you want to say 700 plus, so you can either use this is the prefix and this is the suffix, so 700 plus. So you can see this is how it will look like. If you want to put K, same thing. If you want to put gigabyte, the same thing. So just say 700 plus. So if you want this plus to come at the beginning, do this. But we don't want it that way, so this way. Then we'll duplicate this one too as well. We'll duplicate it. And the next thing is what? Courses. So come to here, change the icon, courses. Okay, so let me just look for book this way. This one will do, courses. And then we have how many? 37 plus. So you change it to 37 plus, you change the title to courses, and then we'll duplicate this as well for the last one. And the last one is programs. So we have two programs. We change it to programs, Then we'll remove this plus, so this way, and delete this. So after that, what next? Welcome. So let's generate the staff section. So we'll come to this, then we'll add another container. So just go to all elements and then put a header, name it as staff. Something like this, and then change the color to this, increase the center it this way, and we are good to go. So add list of staff. So come to this container. So let's say you want to add staff of the school, maybe some 6 staff or 4 staff, the principal, vice, accountant, and then maybe librarian, the library, head of library. So we have added 4 containers. So now what we are going to do is you click on this all elements, then search for team elements. So team, something like this, drag and drop. I don't like this one. I don't like this one, so I'll just delete. I don't like the appearance, so I'll just search for team. I'll use the elements kit on this one. Okay, so you see how that one is. So I'll just search for image. Let me just upload some images there. So I will just put some random pictures here so that we can just use it to create our team. Don't just look for random pictures from my PC and then just upload it here. Okay, so I'll just choose any of the pictures and then edit the details. So you put the name of that particular person here. So I'll leave it this way, and I'll just put the title here. Then this is where you can edit the person's social media handles. So the Twitter or Facebook, you just put the person's what do you call it, the link to their profile here. So that's how you do it for all. You can even add more Instagram and other what do you call it, other media platforms. So for now, this is it. And then okay, this is it. And then I will just duplicate this one, just duplicate it, and then change the picture, and then just add the title, and then the name, and then we'll just duplicate this one too as well, and just duplicate it, and then change the name and the picture. Change the picture, do this, let's see, accountants. Then we'll duplicate this one too as well, duplicate this one too, and then change the picture for this one, probably head of library, this way. This way, and then we are good to go. So let's publish this. Now go to our website, refresh the page, refresh it, and then this is what we have. Isn't it stunning? Isn't it amazing? It's a perfect standard school website. Okay, so let's continue. After that, what next? Let's see what we have next. I guess the footer. So after that, we have the footer. So for the footer, okay, let me just remove these ones. Let me remove these ones. Let me remove these ones. So what again should we add? Okay, for the home page, probably this is okay. This is okay for the home page. So we just have to publish, and then let's go back to work on the footer. So for us to work on the footer, we just go back to our WordPress dashboard. Go to our WordPress dashboard, and then go to create the pages for the other features that we want. So let's add more pages. So here we have academics, contact, registration, and about us. So let's create all those pages. Academics, member, to always choose full width, Canva full width. So we are done. We create another page called courses. Courses. Let's see. Contact us. contact us, about us, registration. About us. Registration. About us. Okay, so we have interview. We have interview. So now let's create the footer. So for us to work on the footer, to have something like this, you need to create a menu. So we will not do it this way. We will rather create a menu and then do other stuff as well. So let me show you how I want it to look like. So I will just come here and then I'll just go to menu, appearance, menus, then I'll create a new menu. It will be called main menu. Then I'll create it. So the main menu is going to be the one at the top, the header. This one that you are seeing here, that's going to be our main menu. So I'll just come here, home page, about us, academics, courses, interview. Yes. Okay, so let me add this registration and yes. Let me add this registration. Now select add to menu. So I'll select add to menu. So it has been added successfully. So we have home, academic, contact, registration. So we have home, academics. So you just drag and drop. Contact, I didn't create contact. Then we have registration. And this one will come down here. And this courses, an interview will be under registration. So for this one, for this to be, you can see, for us to have this effect, you can see that when you click on academics, you have this drop down. To get that effect, you just have to come to this one where you want to be the main one. Then you slide this one to the left small this way. So this one to be small so that it will be sub menu. So you can save it as the main menu. So now that we've created the main menu, let's go ahead and create the menus that will be at the bottom. So with that one, I'll just click on create new menu, and then I'll name it as quick links, and then I'll create, and then I'll add the pages that I want to be there. So I want people to be able to log in to be able to go to their dashboard as student or then courses. People should be able to see the courses and then read about academics and then register. So just quick link. So dashboard, registration, academic, courses, add to menu, and then we are good to go. Then I'll save it. I'll save it. It's been saved, and I'll create another one called I'll just save it, and then I'll create another one called featured. Maybe with that one it will just be maybe shortcut to some of the featured menu. So home, courses, academics, about us, then interview, registration, this one. So add it to the menu, and then, well, there's no criteria. Just look at what you want to appear in the footer at the bottom, so that when someone scrolls at the bottom, they don't have to scroll back to the top before they can see certain things. So you just have to make everything visible and available. So we've created all those things. So now let's see how we can bring it. Let's see how we can let it come appear at the top. Appear at the top, like at the top here. At the top here. So the primary one will be the main menu. So I'll just save it. And after I'll go and edit the footer. So as you can see, this image is chopping into the menu, so we have to let it go down. We have to space it so that it will go down small. So let me come back to the home page and then edit with Elementor. So now for the menu to show, we need to change it to Canva full width. So let me go back and then modify this spacing that I did. So now this is it. This is how our website looks like. We have this, and you see these are the courses, about us, academics, and all that. And then you can have this, and then this as the footer. Here we are going to put the picture of the logo of our school and then some description, and then here we can have our social media icons and all that here as the footer. So let me the video is taking too much time, so let me just try to finish all these things at a go. So the next one, I'll just put some social media icons. I'll just put some social media icons. Maybe Facebook, Instagram, X, GitHub. Good. So we are good to go. And then now let's go to the customization and then customize the footer and then the header. So when we install the theme, we didn't install some other plugins that came with the theme, so because of that we couldn't customize some of the features. But now we've installed it, so we have these small features that we can customize. So you can see this header, we can edit the header. So we want the top header, that is this one at the top there. We can edit how we want it to be. So this is the site title, this is the tagline, that is this one, and then we have the text color, and then hover. That's when you hover, you see it turns to blue. So apparently this is how our website looks like. So this stunning and then amazing website. And then now the next thing to talk about is the school management system. So we'll talk about that one in our next video.